Yep. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It says here, and today I'm doing an anime review on Tokyo Ghoul Re. So this one was about the main character. He's just trying to live a normal life as a detective and kind of hunt the ghouls. But with that being said, let's just go kick it over to my thoughts, as I have a lot to say. And for those of you who are watching, I do have to say I will be talking about both season 1 and season 2, but I'll talk about season 2 in such a way it's not going to spoil shit. So with all that being said, let's just go kick it over to my thoughts.
久我山のワンルームマンションで一人暮らし。
何？本当なのかよ。その反応や。嘘だったらぶっ殺すぞ。
So this is a complex anime. I don't mean complex in the dire sense. So because of everything, I thought it would only be fair if I judged this as a whole, because I have seen season 1 and season 2. So I can't just do a season 1 review. Like, I can't just talk about it because my mind is on the whole, both season 1 and season 2. But don't worry, I'm not going to spoil season 2, but I'm still going to be talking about it. So do know that I'm talking about both season 1 and season 2. Oh man, season 1, watching it, fucking loving it, man. I love it. I love the concept of how they were showing his how he was dealing with the shit mentally. I loved that whole thing. But here's my thing. I wish they would have elaborated on the mental room more. And this is what I mean. Have the room reflect on his mood. Is his mind in a chaotic state? Well, have that room be in a chaotic mess, right? Like, if he's shattered to pieces and he's trying to collect himself, why not reflect that in the room? Like, or if it's like, if he's in a dark, sad place, have the room reflect on that. Like, they could have done so much with the whole mental state room. And one other thing I should touch upon, because we're already talking about it, is his other personalities, his other mindsets per se. I feel like because they were there, they should have had a bigger role in the whole thing. Like, I get why they started off with one, but the thing is, like, once you start watching more of it, you figure out that in the end it's a lot of them. It's not just kind of like one or the other. It's they're all kind of playing a whole role in this thing, and I really wish that they would have showed more of that as well, because they missed a big opportunity, especially with introducing them and the other things. They could have done so much more with that, because fuck. I feel like they kind of, like, in a way I get why they didn't, because it would extend it, and it was already pretty long, I guess. But I definitely would have watched more. Like, if there was 15 episodes, I would have watched 15, right? Like, I don't mind, watching anime, especially if it's to kind of better solidify and just make everything, just more even and makes more sense and flows a little bit more. Is it going to draw me more to the character? Then I don't mind. And I feel like a lot of that was kind of missing. Like, you get to see him go through all this crazy shit, but then it was never super, I don't know. They just missed out on a lot of those things. And then, moving on, and then we get to the story, which, I have no problems with. The story concept at first was just, was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. But then, it just like instantly just like fucking 180s, and then you're just like, okay, well, I mean, this is a cool concept. I like, seeing the ghouls, trying to live a proper life, the ghoul, kids trying to just fit in. I'm like, this is cool. I really love all this shit. But then it just never really was greatly touched upon. And I feel like that was also missing more impact. Like, I wish they would have focused more on that, because in this particular one, I felt the villains were more villains. Like, even though they are ghouls, like, they really, really lived up to those villain roles, like those fucking roles that made them terrifying. And I like that. I mean, I wish I could have seen more of that, but I did like that. And then I also like the fact that they tried showing that, there's a side, right? Ghouls aren't just like these villains. There's this innocent side. There's kids, ghoul kids just want to grow up. And I like that they did more of a distinction between those and, the human struggles that we're going. But I feel like they're just missing. Like, they're just missing this thing. Like, they should have more of the just trying to fit in and just kind of getting arrested. But then they also, on the human side, I feel like they should have showed more of a distinction between the villainous humans, versus the humans on the fence, versus the humans that, like ghouls. I wish they would have showed more of the distinction between those three, because in the whole grand scheme of the story, I feel like it would have been more realistic, because it was just like, okay, here's the thing, now here's the thing. I could just be crazy, and I don't want to come across like I'm shitting on this anime, because I'm not. The only reason why I'm saying this is because I really, really was into this anime. Like, I really, really was enjoying it. Also want to point out, if you're into Tokyo Ghoul, I would definitely give this a shot, because you got to see more of the cooler ghouls. You got to see a different side of things. You got to see some new concepts, and I would just watch it. I mean, just for that, especially for those of you who don't read the manga, because it did have some cool concepts. This is definitely not a 10 out of 10, nor am I going to go back and rewatch it, unless I make it an AMV. But besides that, I mean, I would definitely give this a shot just to see a different side of things. But for those who I've seen season 1, season 2, what are your guys' thoughts on this anime? What do you think they could have done differently, or what did you enjoy about this anime? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, because I'm really curious. And also for those of you who have read the manga, let me know which one did you like better. Did you like this anime, or did you like the manga version better? So also let me know that down in the comments. But yeah. Hey guys, if you really enjoyed my content, please head over to my profile, and if you haven't already, click on that sub button, but then also click on that little bell. That bell will notify you anytime I post up a video, so that way you can always be kept up to date. Thank you guys for watching. I had a lot of fun making this review. Don't forget to check out my description, as I have some useful shit in there, like tools for creators. But other than that, guys, that's about it. So I will see you in the next one.